Greetings, citizens. Justiguy has arrived. It's time for Zero Escape, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. And did you know that Junpei is torn? Yes. Why? I don't know why. I feel like we've got this perfectly. But, well, I guess we'll find out. Should I stay silent to go through door 4? Oh, he wants to go through 5. Or should I stop and insist on door 5? As he turned his options over and over in his mind, Ace spoke up. All right, then. It seems we've reached a conclusion, shall we go? He began to walk toward door 5. I'm going through door 5. Clover and Snake followed, with 7 a short distance behind. We're over there too, right, Snake? The doors are not going anywhere. Slow down. Which door? Whoa! Okay, hold on. What the fuck? I went the door. I would be going with Lotus. I don't care. Why do I care about Lotus and Santa? I don't. I really don't. Like, the only all of the characters I'm interested in are going in 5, actually. Or wait, are they? Going through 5, Clover and Snake. Yeah. All the characters I'm actually interested in right now. Well, Clover a little less so, but Snake, Ace, and 7 are the ones I'm kind of like into. Mostly. So... yeah, how would I rearrange it? Hey, wait. Face's cry echoed across the room. The 4 people walking toward the door stopped and turned back toward him. I want to go through door 5 too. The words were scarcely out of his mouth when June spoke up. What are you saying, Junpei? You're going through that door, then I'm going with you. He turned around to look at her. No, you can't. I can't take you with me. Why? Because you stay, I go. No following. Well, you know what's in there, don't you? Are you sure you want to see that? Well, June opened her mouth as if to say something, but instead closed it again and looked at the floor. Junpei felt an ache in his chest at her clear distress, but the choice was not his to make. There was nothing else he could do. Junpei turned away from June, doing his best to silence his turbulent emotions. Please, let me go into door 5. Evan scratched his head and looked at the young man. Then, now we're right back where we started, you know that? Junpei's bracelet is number 5, right? If we are going to add Junpei, then we must subtract 5 from the rest of us. Snake turned to Ace. Ace? Please take good care of Clover. Oh, alright. That's fine. 1 plus 4 is 5. Don't go away! You need to listen to me, Clover. Go to door 4 with the others. No! Don't be so selfish! Nick's tone was harsh. Why? Tears welled up in Clover's eyes. She bit her lip and did her best to fight them off. Snake's expression softened, and he put his arms around Clover. He held her close and whispered into her ear. You'll be fine. Just relax. It looked as though he whispered 2 or 3 more words. But whatever they were, Junpei didn't hear them, and this definitely isn't suspicious at all. What did he tell her? I couldn't help but wonder what the other man had said. Alright. Either the game is being very, very... I don't want to say obvious, or I'm just like so old now, or so used to this kind of... I don't know. It's really being very specific and pointing out, like, hey, pay attention to that. Or it is a character trait of Junpei's to pay attention to this stuff, and we have an unreliable narrator who maybe doesn't know he's an unreliable narrator, which could be interesting. I don't know. We'll see. Nick pulled back from his sister, his eyes kind and inquiring. Okay, I understand. Her voice was barely audible from where Junpei stood. before long, new teams were assembled. Make sure we got this straight. Those going to door 5 are me, 7, and Snake. Oh, hey, solid! 7, 2 plus 5 equals 14, and the digital root of 14 is 1 plus 4, which is 5. And those going to door 4 are Lotus, Santa, Junpei, Ace, and Clover. June, Ace, and Clover. 8 plus 3 plus 6 plus 1 plus 4 is 22. And the digital root of 22 is 2 plus 2, which is 4. We're okay with this. No problems here. Yes, let's do it. Alright then. 7, Snake, and Junpei scanned their numbered bracelets in quick succession. The screen of the red showed 3 asterisks. Clever's all that's left. Okay. Alright then. Let's go. Junpei glanced around one last time, his hand resting on the lever of the red. Okay, please be careful. Concern was written plainly across her face. We will. Junpei looked her in the eye and gave her what he hoped was a reassuring note. He pulled the lever. Down it goes. With the sharp clack of a lock releasing, the door swung open. And it's open. Ahead of them, in a small hallway, were the pitiful remains of the 9th man. Ugh. That's messed up. That was the 9th man. For a moment, Junpei froze. Try as he might, his eyes would not leave the corpse. His feet would not leave the corpse. I mean, isn't looking at the corpse why we came here? 7, too, seemed paralyzed. Snake, on the other hand, seemed unconcerned. He walked calmly down the bloody hallway and only stopped when he realized his companions were not following. Ah. How could you? Well? Do you intend to kill me? I assume you haven't forgot the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you? He hadn't even bothered to turn around. His head was, at most, slightly cocked toward one shoulder. Sorry. Let's go. Junpei and 7 looked at one another, nodded, and threw themselves through the door. Whoa. As they did, a cold tone sounded from the left wrists of all 3 men. Whoa! 7 and Junpei looked down at their bracelets. On both of them, and on Snake's, a red skull had flickered to life. Damn it! The countdown started. He had scarcely processed this information when... So long. With a metallic slam, the numbered door behind them swung shut. Shut the door! There's no turning back now. If we don't manage to find the deactivation device. Hey, where is the dead? The fear and urgency in 7's face reflected what all 3 of them felt. How the hell should I know? Stay calm, look around you. Okay, I get it. Junpei spun around, searching desperately for the dead. Ah! He found it easily enough. It was on the wall, next to the closed door labeled 5. Found it, right here. As he yelled, he struck the scanner with his hand. The other 2 scrambled to follow suit. As soon as they finished, Snake threw the lever down. Oh. Uh-oh. 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 He fucked up. He fucked up. How would he know to do that? Uh-oh. He fucked up. He fucked up. That's a fuck up. Oh, okay, so also we know that this was this way. Dots. Well, looks like it stopped. Yeah, it was Snake, okay. As he spoke, Junpei wiped the sweat from his forehead with a trembling hand. God damn, this thing's gonna give me a heart attack. A muscle stood out in 7's neck and the corners of his mouth were twitching. Jumpy, are you alright? Are you guys okay? They could hear anxious voices, muffled but distinct, from the other side of the door. Yeah, we're fine. The detonators have been deactivated. They heard relieved sighs. Even through the door, the three men feel the tension disappear. And by disappear, I mean disperse. All right, we're moving on. Be careful, okay? Okay. Poor thing. What? 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 Oh, I couldn't see the fucking dots. And they're gone. They heard footsteps moving away, and before long, they were alone again. Now, Junpei looked around. Doesn't look like we can go any further this way. The hallway ended roughly 20 or 30 feet from where they stood. Maybe this wall can be moved. Or not. It's not budging. Hey, there's a door over there. To the left, however, was a wooden door that looked positively inviting by comparison. In the middle of it was a plaque that read, First Class. A first class cabin, huh? Well, it seems like it. Let's have a look then, shall we? What? Alright then, let's go. Yeah. Without hesitation, Snake opened the door and stepped in. This is almost so obvious now that I'm questioning it. I moved to follow them as well, but stopped just short of the threshold and looked back, not knowing. I don't want to look, but lying in the small hallway was a man's body, or at least what was left of it. He tried hard to avoid looking at the grisly scene, but just wouldn't leave. Damn it! His mind. So horrible. I can't even tell what's what. What had once been a man's internal organs now looked like so much vomit, as though something had chewed up and spit out the better part of his torso. It was hideous, but worse still, it was cruel. It was hard to believe the thing on the floor had once been human. A black pool of thick blood, the lumps of glistening flesh spread across the floor, the awkward, twisted tangle of shredded intestines, the head wrenched to some grotesque, unnatural position. He'd been wearing these. The man's glasses lay next to his head. The lenses were cracked, the frame bent, distorted. And next to the glasses lay a bracelet, the number 9 still displayed on its face. The bracelet's off. Oh wait, Zero did say, lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only 2 ways to do so. Oh wait, lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only 2 ways to do so. 1, you escape from the ship. 2, your heart rate reaches 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship, or detects that its wearer's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically. The bracelet comes off when you're dead. What the hell's the point of getting it off when you end up like this? Just imagining how it must have happened. This was a human. Suddenly, Junpei felt his stomach convulse, and a knot of muscle gripped his throat. God, I feel like I'm gonna puke. I gotta get out of here. Slapped his hand over his mouth and ran to the first-class cabin. Were we maybe supposed to bring the bracelet with us? Did we fuck up? Would they have thought to do that if we were not the ones who went through this? Questions for another time. The atmosphere changed immediately. The room was gorgeous, and despite the apparent age of the ship, none the worse for wear. Huh? Where did they? He looked around. Evan and Snake were nowhere to be seen. There were two doors on the right side of the room. He opened one on his right and went through. Through here? On the other side of the door was a short hallway. He jogged down the hallway, opened the door at the other end, and peeked through. There they were, to his right, busy examining something. Oh. What's up? He stepped through the door and walked toward them. Check this out. We found this thing here on the door. The red light's on. Does that mean it's locked? So I would assume. Is there any other way out? We looked around a little, and in this door, we didn't find anything. So you're telling me that unless we open this door, yes, we won't be going anywhere. They stepped away from the door and looked around the room. This looks like a bedroom. And the other room is probably a living room or the closest you get to one on a ship. Alright, let's find a way to open this door. Come on, guys. Oh boy. Alright, well, let's get fucking down to it. Seek a way out. Let's do it. First class cabin. Oh god, this is already so much worse. The white desk feels kinda fancy. And that's it. Small round chair. Looks like it probably goes to the vanity. Alright, I'll check all pillows first from now on. Bed with a canopy. I've seen things like... You don't see too many these days. I can't speak to details, obviously, but I imagine it's one of those princess beds Clover is so fond of. Clover wants one of these? Yes, she wants a princess bed. Didn't I say that? You think it doesn't suit her? But yeah, I guess you could say... Why? You barely know her. Ah, Junpei. Judge her by appearance, will you? And well, you should not. Score plate A. Cool. I see, this feels like glass. Rectangular plate of glass. Is there something written on the surface? But yeah, it's a sheet of music with a couple of A notes. Just A's? Yeah, that's it. Kinda weird, huh? Took Junpei by surprise. Snake, usually so calm and collected, suddenly began to move. He started about the room, almost frantically, clearly looking for something. No, Junpei, not staring. After all, he's blind. Blind or not, Snake was clearly attempting to do something. At last, Junpei could no longer contain his curiosity. What's wrong? He got weird all of a sudden. Snake waited a moment before answering. I heard something strange. Something strange? Oh, well, never mind. It doesn't seem to be anything suspicious. I don't wish to toot my own horn, but my auditory senses are considerably more advanced than those of most humans. I notice even the slightest of noises. Right, are you going to tell me you can hear a needle drop from a mile away? No, such a thing would be impossible. However, by listening to the sound of footsteps and breathing, as well as sound echoing off the environment, I can locate most objects. Oh yeah, that's right, when Clover fell on the big staircase a little while ago, you were at her side immediately. So that was... Yes, I could hear it happening. In fact, I can run quite fast, certainly as fast as you. And should someone attempt to start a fight with me, I am quite confident that I could defeat them. Really? Junpei was somewhat taken aback by this revelation. He stared at Snake, skeptical. You don't believe me, do you? Care to give it a try? I must warn you, you'll no doubt regret it. Well, I suppose that's enough playing around. Let's resume our search, shall we? With a small, self-satisfied smile, Snake turned and walked away from Junpei. Y'all. That's nothing. Door. Doesn't look like there's a keyhole to this door. True, but there's some strange device in lieu of one. This is the locking thing. It's flashing red. That's usually not a good sign. Is it a microphone? Looks like a satellite dish. Let me see. Judging by the feel of it, I would guess that we are meant to produce some sort of sound. And this device will sense it and unlock. Alright, so the exit's locked tight. Aha! Piano! What's this? This isn't a score. Is this a map of the ship? A map? There's a map of the ship here? Yes, and I imagine it will prove very helpful. You best hold on to it, Junpei. Okay. It is now possible to use the map screen. Map screen. The map can only be viewed during the story sections. Why does it do that? Look over the course. To acquire the source of the story, pressing the band A will let you see a bird's eye view of that room. And I can't look at the log either, of course, but I can look at the fucking calculator. A little silly. A piano keyboard. What is Snake doing? He can't play, can he? This piano. There's something amiss with the keys. You mean it's out of tune or something? No, it's not that. It's properly tuned, just... Well, the sounds are clearly purposely different. The C key doesn't yield to C, but rather a different... Oh, God, a different note entirely. The same for the D keys. They play some other note. Why do you think it's like that? Is it painfully obvious? Zero modified it in some way. This piano, you see, is part of one of the puzzles Zero has set for us. Perhaps if we play the keys in the correct order, something will happen. In other words, we need to play a song on this piano, I believe so. Alright, well, what will that be? I don't know, citizens. I guess we're gonna have to find out next time. Because until then, I'm afraid this is going to have to be... well...